very toxic.
He's not distraught about this relationship.
It all started in the hot Arizona sun, where silence rang louder than words over the dusty plains of Coyote Pass. The ground that was once meant to be the future of the Brown family is now defined by discord, deceit, and court-ordered mayhem. Season 20 begins not with heat, but with cold distance. Kody Brown alone in a darkened confessional, massaging his temple, cracking voice as he utters, "I didn't see this coming. Not like this." The camera shifts to legal notices scrawled across the one-time promised land, property to be divided, court-mandated, and viewers are transported into a tempest that has been building for decades. Christine has already departed and discovered her own place. Janelle is packing up memories. Meri is quietly seeking lawyers. And Robyn, mature-faced yet empty-eyed, observes from behind walls of silence. What the family was sold as a common aspiration became a war zone of shattered promises and emotional exiles. In a dramatic twist, documents emerge labeled Brown Family Land Agreement Void, and camera surveillance shows an intimate encounter between Christine and Janelle without Kody being there. Courtrooms ring with backstage drama as all the wives make their own case in this family breakdown. Christine, now living happily in Utah, speaks the words that give the fanbase chills. Coyote Pass was never the dream. It was the trap. That chilling admission is the season's turning point as land, love, and loyalty all come unraveled before millions. The question that lingers is not merely who owns Coyote Pass, but whether the Brown family can ever regain what it took from them. As the dust churns across the edges of Coyote Pass, Season 20 goes even further down into emotional turmoil as courtroom paperwork and jaw-dropping rulings crash against unmitigated heartache, exposing cracks no camera ever captured until this moment. Kody is seen pacing in front of the courthouse, clearly agitated, shunning paparazzi, while Robyn's silence grows heavier with every episode, her once unshakable loyalty now frozen in fear and doubt. In a dramatic flash of television reality, Meri leaves mediation with a folder marked Asset Reevaluation, eyes blazing with determination. It's the first time anyone sees her utter, "I gave more than I got. I'm done pretending." With that, years of emotional labor disintegrate on television. At the same time, Christine starts recording scenes from her new residence, beaming with pride as she holds up a quote on her wall, "Freedom isn't selfish." Janelle, meanwhile, is spotted in an isolated cafe, speaking hushed words to a local realtor. Her fingers drum on a brochure labeled Solo Homeowners in Flagstaff. Aerial drone footage reveals construction stopped midway at Coyote Pass, half-built cabins, caution tape, and a red foreclosure notice flapping in the breeze. A narrator's voice cuts in, "What started as a dream of togetherness is now a graveyard of broken promises." The patriarchal control of the family unravels episode by episode, supplanted by legal motions, property divisions, and the ominous realization that love and land are not always compatible. With each tear-soaked confessional, one thing is certain: Coyote Pass might have been where the Brown family built their dream, but it's also where that dream perished. As the season unfolds, the tone turns colder, echoing sharp tensions simmering beneath every family gathering. What was once familiar now feels like a ticking bomb. The camera cuts to a private confessional where Janelle, with tears welling in her eyes, confesses, "I kept believing we'd fix it. I was wrong." It's raw, vulnerable, and it hits the audience like a freight train. Back at Coyote Pass, legal drones fly overhead documenting parcel divisions as the family's shared land is officially carved up, Christine's name now tied to a separate tract entirely. Kody and Robyn are seen in a lawyer's office discussing liability clauses. In another jarring cut, Meri scrolls through her phone, a message flashes from a legal advisor, "It's time to move forward." What follows next is an explosive dinner scene, tense, suffocating. Robyn defends Kody while Christine slams her hand on the table and declares, "You weren't there for me when it mattered." The cracks are no longer metaphorical, they're visible in every glance and every silence. Later, a camera captures Kody alone by the fire pit at Coyote Pass, muttering, "Maybe this was never meant to work." The flickering flames cast long shadows as his words hang in the air like ash. Season 20 doesn't just document a breakup, it peels back layers of grief, betrayal, and the haunting realization that some dreams, no matter how deeply rooted, are destined to burn out. The next morning, viewers are met with a chilling contrast. Christine's calm voice narrating over footage of her walking alone on Coyote Pass as the sun rises over the now divided land. "I thought this land meant a future," she says softly. "Maybe its only purpose was to reveal the truth." Her words carry years of hidden resentment. A heavily redacted court transcript flashes on screen, terms like equitable division, custodial considerations, and emotional distress scroll silently by. In another home, Meri boxes up old family albums. She opens one, pauses at a photo of all 5 adults together, and whispers, "I don't even recognize us anymore." The editors cut to Robyn wiping tears in her bedroom, whispering, "I didn't want to be the reason this family fell apart." Her face betrays something more complicated: regret, disbelief, and loss. In the kitchen, Janelle sits with her grown kids, worn down, saying, "We never prepared for this division of everything, not just property, but history." The tension brews until an unexpected voice memo from Kody plays, an emotional rant blaming TLC, the internet, and outside pressure for the collapse. But no one's buying it anymore. The world has seen too much. Season 20 stops being about plural marriage and becomes a case study in emotional implosion. The scars are showing, and the camera doesn't flinch. As the legal battles over Coyote Pass intensify, the camera cuts between dry courtroom footage and confessional-style interviews dripping with tension. Christine, back in Utah, more confident now, says, "They thought I wouldn't fight for my share, but I built that dream too." A leaked court document hints that not all financial papers were submitted, suggesting hidden transactions linked to the property. Janelle appears somber, holding back tears as she confirms her name was never added to the deed. "I trusted him," she says. "We were building something. I didn't think I needed proof." Drone footage shows the land fenced off, pending sale signs marking once shared soil. Robyn paces outside her home, voice breaking, "I begged him to make it right. I told him the family wouldn't survive this." Meri finally chimes in, "The land never mattered to him. It was control, and now he's losing it." As more documents surface, whispers of fraud rise, and an emergency hearing is set. Season 20 turns from family saga to full-scale legal drama. Coyote Pass becomes both battleground and burial ground for decades of broken trust. A shocking anonymous tip reaches the court, showing early land valuations, side agreements, and secret transfers dating back to before season 16. The leak ignites fury in court. Christine is seen pacing outside, murmuring, "This is what I was trying to say all along." Inside, Robyn looks stunned, clutching her phone. A land use attorney reveals that Coyote Pass was never properly subdivided, shared ownership was more fiction than fact. Janelle, shaking, whispers, "So we were never protected?" The courtroom erupts as it's revealed that one parcel had been secretly sold months ago through a shell company linked to Robyn's brother. Christine, composed, calls it the final unraveling of the myth. Season 20 shifts from drama to devastation, the sister wives now divided by love, law, and land. In court, family members fill the gallery. The judge orders all transactions frozen, declaring, "This is no longer about property. It's about trust." Kody's face pales, Robyn trembles. Christine bows her head, finally at peace. Damning footage from season 18 contradicts Kody's sworn statements, and texts from Robyn reference reconsolidation plans meant to reclaim land rights. The courtroom gasps. The truth has been hiding in plain sight. Reporters swarm the courthouse. Hashtags trend worldwide, hashtag Coyote Pass Truth and hashtag Justice for Sister Wives. The judge rules swiftly, Coyote Pass to be liquidated and proceeds divided equally among the 4 original wives. Any further claims by Kody or Robyn to be reviewed under suspicion of bad faith. Outside, chaos erupts, fans, bloggers, news vans everywhere. Christine faces the camera one last time, her voice steady. We were silenced for too long. Not anymore. As the credits roll on season 20, it's clear, this isn't the end of a chapter. It's the rebirth of three women who refused to remain side characters in someone else's story. The world, finally, is listening.